took charge of their warm-up course.
With the departure of Alan Matthews last week, Drogheda Darius Kieran's their A-team manager in the dugout along with Barry Ferguson, and it was the visitors on top early as Brendan McGill saw a shot saved by Brendan Kane, and Ryan Brennan then missed a great opportunity at the back post. Brennan was involved again as Drogheda kept up the pressure. Good build-up play by United, and as the ball was worked across the area, Brennan arrived late and very nearly put his side ahead, but the ball just the wrong side of the post. Referee Padraig Sutton was a busy man at the Carlisle grounds on Friday night, and two crunching tackles in a row meant a loud shrill of the whistle and the booking for Shane O'Connor after his lunge on Brennan. Drogheda had the ball in the nets just after the half-hour mark, but Jamie Harris's effort, decent as it was ruled out for offside. Bray themselves almost broke the deadlock as Chris Shields' header was put wide by Dane Massey close in with the goal at his mercy. Perhaps an encouraging sign for Bray, and they took the leads just before the break as Dave Webster's cross was helped on by a Drogheda defender into Jake Kelly's path, and he blasted the ball past Paul Skinner. Kelly's fourth of the season. In first half stoppage time, it was 2-0 to Bray, and the award for sheer persistence goes to Wanderers Shane O'Neill. Kelly set up the Bray number 10 to slot past Skinner for his second league goal. And 2-0 to Bray at the half-time break. Bray thought they had well and truly wrapped up the contest 10 minutes after the restart as Doyle rode the challenge and picked out Robbie Doyle with a beautiful cross, only for his efforts to be ruled offside. Things looked to have turned Drogheda's way moments later as Bray were reduced to 10 men when O'Connor was sent off by referee Sutton for a foul on Joe Kendrick. Yellow was quickly followed by the red, and O'Connor had to walk. Sensing they could salvage something from the game against the 10 men, Drogheda pushed forward, and Bray were thankful for the intercession of Colm Tresson, who headed off the line to keep it at 2-0. Friday night's game didn't lack for entertainment and chances. Back came Bray. Robbie Doyle's cross this time, and Kelly steaming in thudded his shot off the post. Credit must go to the 10 men of Bray, who chose simply not to defend and had another chance. Firstly, as Skinner nicked the ball off Chris Shields, and he was quickly back on his feet to push away the follow-up, which appeared to be on his way to the net. Good alert goalkeeping by the Drogheda netminder. Drogheda got one back on 79 minutes as Brendan McGill was allowed too much room, and his 25-yard effort left-footed was pure quality. His first goal of the season. An incident-packed game continued as Drogheda were awarded a penalty as Tresson was adjudged to have handled Kendrick's cross. He was also shown the yellow card. Kendrick, who supplied the initial cross, made it 2-2 from the penalty spot. Kane guessed right, but couldn't keep out Kendrick's third penalty conversion of the season. However, even playing with the 10 men for most of the second half, Bray could well have won it in an exciting finish. Robbie Doyle, then Tresson, and then Doyle again, all fired in shots, with the final effort just flashing wide of Skinner's right-hand post. Referee Padraig Sutton, who had an excellent game, was then involved in the final action of the night as Dane Massey fouled Drogheda's sub Jamie Duffy. Massey got a yellow card, but then Duffy appeared to headbutt Dave Webster right under the nose of the referee. Sutton was then alerted to what Duffy appeared to have done by the fourth official, Derek Tomney, as Duffy awaited his fate for what appeared a clear movement of his head toward Webster. To be sure, Sutton then consulted with his assistant before finally making the decision to send Duffy off. The Drogheda substitute clearly seemed resigned to his fate, and a straight red meant that both sides ended the game with 10 men. A 2-2 draw then for two teams at the foot of the table, but after last week's 6-0 hammering by Sligo, which led to the departure of Alan Matthews, Drogheda will be relatively happy to have picked up a share of the spoils at the Carlisle grounds.
It was a baptism of fire all right for my first game, but we only had Wednesday night to train and then come in tonight, and we asked the boys to be positive and to give us full commitment, and to be fair, I think we got both tonight, you know.
You look at their lad being sent off, and rightly so. The referee is standing 5 yards from him, and he still has to talk. He talks to the fourth official, he talks to the linesman that didn't see it, the linesman on this side that was actually the nearest to it. The linesman on the far side seen it. At one stage there, I thought he was going to go up into the director's box and have a little vote on whether to send him off or not. It was amazing.